receive. May I be empty and open to receive the light. May I be empty and open to receive. May I be full and open to receive the light. May I be full and open to receive. May I be empty and open to receive the light. May I be empty and open to receive. May I be full and open to receive the light. May I be full and open to receive.
Hello, everyone. Everyone here in the room and everyone who either will be participating at some point or is participating in another context. Welcome to our midday meditation, or as I lovingly call it, our midday meds. I'm so happy to be with all of you. If you're here for the first time, welcome, welcome. If you're not, welcome, welcome. And welcome to our host, a yeshiva alum, Bachi. So good to see you.
Good to be here. Thank you. It's great that we all made it here Wednesday, middle of the week, basically the middle of Hanukkah, just right in the middle, middle of it all. Every moment is in between every other two moments. We're always in the middle of it, actually. So maybe it's a little silly we're always there, whether it's Monday or Wednesday or Friday. Just a quick note that this program will be continuing through the end of next week, through December 10th. So maybe just a note of encouragement to really maybe recommit to this practice through this week and next week, and then it'll be on a little hiatus. So we really hope that the time you have had with this program so far will stick, so you can keep it going after that. So with that, Rabbi.
Yeah, so thankful for your encouragement. I know that as someone who's a practitioner and also someone who was very involved in the yeshiva life, like the dream, the vision is to create practice centers like this one and others where people can actually do the really, really simple but hard work of going inside and doing this kind of inner reflection and inner work, and also the renaissance of Jewish contemplative practice, and just being together with like-minded souls who know what you mean when you say we're going to go sit. Just that alone, the lexicon, the shorthand of those who know that is really profound. Today, as we reach the midway point of this holiday, Hanukkah, it's really important to recognize that each month of the Jewish calendar has particular energies that it devotes itself to, whether the energies in the month or they're just practiced in that month, whatever your worldview is. Certainly, the mystics of our tradition believe that each month had a particular a quality and a kind of a focal point. And one of the focal points in the month of Kislev is focusing on the eyes, working with the eyes. And the eyes are a very prominent feature of the story of Joseph. It's a prominent feature in the story of Judah and Tamar, which of course interrupts the Joseph narrative in the Bible and is a vital, vital piece of Jewish intellectual history. Like, the eyes matter. The eyes are really profoundly important. And of course, in Hanukkah, the eyes are also highlighted in that what's visible and what's invisible is really there. And then, we don't see the jar of oil, and then we found it, and then all of a sudden it was clear to us. But of course, just the number of references to wisdom and the eyes and the opening of the eyes. But even in the way that the rabbis construct Hanukkah, they say that this remarkable phrase that the Yevanim, the Greeks, the Syro-Greeks who are part of the story, Hichshichu eineihem shel Yisrael, they darken the eyes of Israel. That's the rabbinic phrase. There was somehow a darkness came. And when the rabbis are asked, what do they mean? They said, well, when they translated the Bible from Hebrew, from its original to Greek. There's something about translation, or representation, I would say, which has a kind of ocular deficiency. There's something that is lost in the way that we look at the world when we translate it from its original into its facsimile. And I think that that's borne out when the essential mitzvah, the essential commandment of lighting the candles, is not only to light the candles, but then to look at the candles. So we're going to spend the next 18 minutes with a meditation on seeing and on our eyes together. And so I invite you to find a comfortable position. And the bell will ring for our 18-minute period of sitting together. And so as we begin, I invite you to bring this intention as we sit together, that we're sitting together with eyes open or closed in order to be able to live our lives with our eyes open and closed. So part of this work, even as your eyes are either looking gently at the objects that are around you or your eyes closed, is the intention to see clearly. As you may notice, that sometimes closing the eyes can help us become more attuned to, more attentive and aware of our bodily sensations. And sometimes meditating or focusing awareness with our eyes open can keep us from dozing off and maybe even splitting off or falling asleep. In whatever way you began this meditation, I invite all of us to find ourselves with our eyes gently closed. And begin with the awareness of the physical sensations that are around the eyes, bringing awareness to just the presence of sensation in whatever way it appears. Feeling the eyelids and feeling your bones and skin around your eyes. Making the eyes for the next few minutes into the anchor if you find yourself thinking, if there's any story or discursive distractions, just bringing yourself back to an awareness of the sensations in your eyeballs and behind the eyes. awareness, just bring yourself to see the closed eye space, the black space that you look into from behind your eyes, and to bring your awareness to any images or any, you might see some lights or whatever it might be, but just gently softening into that space where your eyes are still open and looking into the dark. Now, whenever you're ready, I invite you, if you feel comfortable, to open your eyes. And as you open your eyes, finding whatever objects are within your visual field, see if we can stay connected to the sensation of our eyes, even as seeing actual physical objects commences. And just checking in that the mind will structure these objects in a way where they appear outside of us, as if the center of awareness, the center of consciousness, is from behind our eyes, when all objects appear in front of them. And just note and see if we can see, not as the one seeing, but that sight and object and subject are all co-arising with a vast field of awareness. Seeing is happening without anyone seeing. Awareness of the sensations of sight. Ela lirotam bilvad. Seeing that isn't a manipulation, that isn't a control, that isn't even a beholding, but a radical acceptance of all that is arising visually and other. alternating this way for the next few minutes, closing your eyes when you feel that you need to ground back in the body, reopening and engaging. And if your eyes are open, just noticing if you can catch a glimpse of the labels and language that we use to name objects. See if you can catch that first moment where all that is in front, as it were, in the field of awareness becomes a thing, with a name and a label. These candles are holy, and we only are to look at them. Should be clear and open and obvious that the point of this midday meditation is not to separate these precious 18 minutes from the rest of your day, but to bring your day to these minutes and these minutes to your day. A quick, immediate inventory of the mind, really teaches us that the mind is all we have, right? Our experience, our eyes, what we perceive and how we perceive it. And so the practice, of course, of bridging mindfulness with the rest of our life, with each and every moment of our lives, is really the teaching of the Messiah will come when she's no longer needed. And Shabbat begins when it ends. And so the blessing for all of you, and that I hope that the eyes that you embody today and that you touched, or they realize that you use in the world, that we use in the world, a world that desperately needs a kind of ownerless apprehension of all that is. Blessings to all of you on a Freilich Chanukah. Have a beautiful Chanukah. Tonight's fourth night. Thank you to Bachi and to Ari and to Batya for her song. And we'll see you back here tomorrow, God willing, for more meditation, more practice, more Yiddishkeit for the sake of the world.
I be empty and open to receive the light. May I be empty and open to receive. May I be full and open to receive.